What's up, freaks and geeks, and welcome back to the OCD Decks Challenge. Things are different. We have a 3DS, we have a 3DS capture card. Changing things up a little bit today, playing some Alpha Sapphire. We have not finished Crystal. That was a little loud, so I'm gonna move that. We have not finished Crystal, but I've been missing a couple streams for a few days. We had Shane and Taylor's wedding this weekend. We had it yesterday, and then I'm the best man, so I've been busy all week. Work, all that good stuff. But I wanted to try something different. One, I've been really eager to use this 3DS. And two, we're trying to catch all the Pokemon before Sword and Shield come out. So we need to get moving. And I figured a really good way to get ahead and get a really big jump on that. Yeah, right? It's really different to see those graphics. I thought a really good way to get ahead is to get into Alpha Sapphire. I've already beaten this copy of the game. I haven't done the Delta story. we need to play Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire a couple times for Deoxys. So what I figured we would do is take a break just for today, go to the beginning of the game and clear the routes. Just catch a bunch of stuff today. That way we can get that count jumped up there. And I'm thinking like a secondary format or changing the format of beating the game on my own time and then going back to the beginning of the game, catching everything, breeding starters and stuff like that, so you guys can just see all the captures, and then my team that I use to play the game gets left behind. So that way it's more of, yes, we're just trying to catch everything before the new games come out, as opposed to more of a let's play like it has been, like we're going to play the game and catch everything. So I'm going to try that out today, see how it goes. Let's go ahead and jump on into a completely new world of 3D graphics. Yeah, see, this is my, when I started doing the challenge on my own before I started streaming. So I've got all the badges, I've got 177 Pokemon, played for just a little bit, and I went back to Little Root Town when I checked on the game this morning. So we just got our Totodile from Professor Birch. That's the last thing I did. So this is weird because I've got it. Yeah, okay. So there's stuff that we can catch in this route, but I'm actually going to run through here and not catch anything just yet. We're going to go to the Pokemon Center and we're going to set up our boxes, and then we're going to just run through all the routes and clear them. So yeah, my shiny Sceptile. I don't get to keep him, unfortunately. I had soft reset for a shiny starter, but because it was not on screen, he does not get to stay. Well, he gets to stay in the game, but he doesn't get to be part of the collection. So, but that's kind of satisfying, seeing that little sparkle every single time. So we're not going to catch anything. Like I said, we're going to run up to this Pokemon Center. We're going to rearrange our boxes for today's episode, and then we will set everything up. We've got everything beaten, so now we can just clear routes, catch Pokemon, train and evolve some stuff, and go from there. So, oh, let's hit the PC, dude. What are you? Okay. So let's get in the Linettes, and we're going to organize the boxes. So I've got a box called Bank Transfer. I've got a box of Pokemon that I need to evolve. I have my breed box. So we have Slugma, who we nicknamed Incubator because it had the flame body. Oh, I think I dumped everything into Pokemon Bank already because I was getting ready to start the OCD Dex. So that is perfect. Actually, these boxes are clear. These boxes are empty. These are Wonder Trades? Possibly? We'll call box 30 the trade box. We're going to move all the evolutions. Oops, I hit back. I've got to remember how to do this. Okay, so we have to search. Okay, I'm thinking bank controls here, and I'm trying to mass select, which we can't do. So we're going to move everything from the evolution box to the trade box as well. We're starting completely over. We'll keep the team, other than that little Totodile. He is cute, but he's level 5, so he's not going to really be able to help us catch stuff. So I'm going to move everything into box 30, which is now just going to be our Wonder Trade / trade box. The team that I have that I played the game with is going to stay in this game. So that, unfortunately, because I've already beaten it, that means the legendaries do not get a transfer over. But we get to capture everything, and then we can go to in-game later and do Deoxys and Rayquaza. So this will essentially be our free playthrough because we need 5 for Deoxys. So yeah, we'd be playing this game for a hot minute if we were doing it that way. So let's stay in box no, we need to put Totodile up. No, we'll leave him in actually, because if we leave Totodile in, then everything gets dropped into the boxes. So we'll leave them in just so the party's full. Okay, so our boxes are set up. I forgot I had done that. I can actually run now. We're on Route 101. So we're at the beginning of the game. And we're just going to check our bag actually. We need to see what kind of Pokeballs we're working with. Stuff like that. We probably need to buy Pokeballs if I had to bet money. Pokeball. I got 47 Pokeballs, 22 Ultra Balls. Still have the Master Ball. Oh, we have a decent amount. We can definitely clear this first route and then get back to the shop and spend all our money. So, on Route 101, there's 3 Pokemon that we can find, and that's Zigzagoon, Wurmple, and Poochyena. And as per usual, we're not going to be evolving. We're not going to be evolving things if we can catch them. So, Malwraith, as surprising as it may be, I haven't really seen a lot of gameplay for the 3D tiles. I think I played Sun and Moon for like 2-ish hours, and that's it. Wow. Yeah, no, actually, I didn't play Black and White. I played every other game since, but I didn't play X and Y until recently. Sun and Moon I got and played when they came out, but they, I will admit, were very easy, so it was kind of lackluster. Like, I liked a lot of the new Pokemon, but the gameplay itself was very hand-holdy, so it was a little disappointing. I'm hoping they're going back into the difficulty of the original games, because they weren't like obnoxiously hard, but they definitely weren't like, okay, here's where you go, and then you go here, and then I'm going to heal your team for you. I do hope it's just kind of like, oh, I hope he figures out where he needs to go. Okay, and then the last is Wurmple. You know, it'd probably help. I have all of these in one giant folder. I should probably break them down by generation. But that would make sense. Okay, so we're looking for Poochyena, we're looking for Wurmple, and we're looking for Zigzagoon. It won't be very hard to find them, so let's just get on in here. And I believe the first patch of grass is guaranteed captures. So there's a Wurmple. Easy enough. And if I remember correctly, Sceptile does not. Okay, I thought Sceptile had False Swipe. We're going to teach Sceptile False Swipe, though. Because we're at level 60. We should be able to just hit things once or twice, get them down to 1, and catch them, so. Wurmple was caught. Easy enough, guys. So, no more Wurmple. Looking for a Wurmple? No, I would not like to nickname my Wurmple. And it was added to the bank transfer, so there's going to be a little bit of back and forth with these graphics. So instead of changing those right away, let's update our counts. We're up to 275. The countdown goes down. And then when we clear the route, we'll update the graphics. I do need to open up my notepad about the gender variants, though. What gender variants do we have for Hoenn? So we got a Poochyena. That's actually really nice. Because then we just go to the last used item. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they're guaranteed captures. So while I get this set up, we can just catch the 3 Pokemon we're looking for. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm getting this notepad open about the gender variants. No, we will not give it a nickname. And it was added to the box. So, 276. And 940. Oh, not 9,401. 940. Alright, so now we need a Zigzagoon. And then I'll check on the gender variants, and we've cleared the first route, which, I mean, it's going to be pretty easy to kind of start with. Alternate forms. The only ones in Gen 3 are Deoxys. That's another Wurmple. We don't need that. Gender variants. Let's get into that box. Zigzagoon. So we get in the bag. Last item used. Guaranteed capture for the first route. And 1, 2, 3. Zigzagoon. Okay. So this route is now clear. Easy enough. So now our latest capture was our little Zigzagoon. Now, not nearly as exciting as our shiny Gyarados, But the whole point is we're trying to grind through this and catch as much as we can before Sword and Shield. So let's change you into a little zigzagoon. Oh, you are tiny. The gifts are much smaller. No, we do not want to give you a nickname. We will leave you here. And our count goes up to 277. This count is going to fly today because, like I said, we've already beaten Alpha Sapphire. So 239. Oops, not entered. So now we can just go to the routes and catch things. So we've cleared Route 101. That means we want to move on up to the next route. Right now we'll focus on clearing routes, and then we'll worry about the variants and stuff like that later. So we're just going to run from everything here. We're going to get up into the next town. And then Route 103 up top. We can catch Wingle. And I think he's the only different one. Okay, so we'll go through Oldale. Up top to 103. Zigzagoon, Poochyena, and a Wingle. So we're looking for a Wingle. There's only 3 possible Pokemon here. We have 2 of them. We'll get on the first try. No, that's a Zigzagoon. Alright, and Wingle has a 20% chance. So it's going to be the harder of the 3 to find, but it's not a 5%, it's not a 1%. We've done much more difficult hunts on this show. Small Jester, what's OCD Dex? Okay, so OCD Dex challenge is a challenge that I made, which is catching all the Pokemon, just all of them. All shinies, all variants. Some Pokemon have gender variants. Lycanroc has different forms, things like that. So basically every single possible Pokemon other than Spinda. And what I'm trying to do is get everything that is not shiny before Sword and Shield come out. So right, overall the giant goal is 2,357 Pokemon. The short-term goal is the one over with the Sword and Shield graphic, 939 more Pokemon. So we've got a lot of work to do before the game comes out. And then actually, if you get, in 1 second, I've got Nightbot over here set up. But do you have to get a shiny of each variant as well, or just one of each? So we're doing a shiny of everything. So if there's multiple versions of Pokemon and they can be shiny, I have to get all of them shiny. That's why that number is so huge. So like, again, Lycanroc's just my go-to example because he's got 3 evolutions, but they're all the same name. So I would need a midday, midnight, and dusk form, regular and shiny. Things like Minior, there's our Wingle. Things like Minior, it has different colors. But it only has 1 shiny, so I'll need all the colors, but only 1 shiny. This thing's level 2, we probably don't even need to try to hit it. We should be able to just catch it. But I do have Nightbot set up. If you do !OCD Dex in the chat, it'll link you to my YouTube video, kind of explaining everything a little more in depth. I feel like waiting for Sword and Shield to come out is a really good time to try to do it because I'm guessing November 15th because they don't have an actual date. That's why I put 235 days. November 15th is my guess because it always comes out in November right before holidays, stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be 4 Pokemon a day minimum. So that's why we're in Alpha Sapphire today. I'm still in the middle of Gen 2. But we're taking a break with that and going into my copy of Alpha Sapphire that I've already beaten. There we go, we got our Wingull. And just clearing all the routes today, so just catching a lot of Pokemon. Because, like my shiny Sceptile, I did a hunt for him before I was streaming. He doesn't count for the OCD Dex, as much as that hurts me. Everything that goes in the OCD Dex challenge, I want to be live. I want you guys to see it all. Just because we're in a weird time that I'm gonna set the 3DS down for a second so I can update everything. We're in a weird time that you can be like, yeah, I caught all the Pokemon, and you know, it's really easy for people to be like, yeah, I hacked all the Pokemon, but I totally caught them. Yeah, so I just want it to be live in front of you guys, and it's a lot of fun, really. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. So latest capture, Zigzagoon now turns into a Wingull. So this is the only part that is a little time consuming, and I've got to figure out an easier way to do it, is updating these graphics and stuff every time. When we're doing it like a Let's Play, when we're going through the games and stuff, it's a little bit easier. But when we're doing our catch-a-thons like this, it gets kind of tedious. So that's probably my only complaint about this challenge so far, is my graphics and stuff that I've set up. So let's actually get in the bag here. I want to get to the TMs, and I need to reteach Sceptile False Swipe, because I had it on it for a while and then I got rid of it for my just personal playthrough. But we're going to be running through trying to catch everything. We need a False Swiper. So let's see. I think we're just going to get rid of X Scissor. It's a good move, but we're already in the post game. We're just catching Pokemon. False Swipe is going to be a lot more useful for what we're doing. So, all right. So let's see. We're going to move on to the next route. We're going to 102. So who can we catch on 102? We can get Zigzagoon. We can get Wurmple. We can get Poochyena. We've already got those guys. Lotad, since we're in Alpha Sapphire, Ralts and Surskit. So let's update our hunting screen here. Give me a second to get through these graphics. Again, that's what I'm saying. That's the only part that's a little just kind of annoying, is getting everything set up. There's Lotad. We're looking for Lotad, Ralts, and Surskit. I have all the gifts organized by number. I need to sort them by name so I can just type it in real quick. But I have gifts of all the Pokemon, so that would take a good minute. So that might be actually what I work on in between streams, is reorganizing my little gift folder for the graphics. That might actually streamline things a little bit better. So we've got Lotad, which after playing Pokemon Go, Lotad is like surprisingly huge. I didn't know if he was actually supposed to be that big, so we're hunting Lotad, we're hunting Surskit, and we're hunting a Ralts. Let's see what we can get. Let's just get up in this patch here. Lotad's a 15%, Ralts is a 4%, Surskit is a 1%. So we're getting back into the 1% hunts. And a 4%, which is less than 5. Our last couple of Pokemon in Crystal were 5% hunts. We were looking for Miltank, and who else were we looking for? There's a 5%. Smeargle. So let's see how lucky we can get. Just a bunch of dogs. Now throwback to hunting Dunsparce. Oh my goodness, that thing was ridiculous. So in Crystal, I spent like a good hour looking for a 1% Dunsparce before we just gave up and got Hiker Anthony's number. And it was like, I think 5 or 6 streams later that he finally called us. And we just booked it. Like, we ran back. We didn't have Fly yet. I don't think we had Surf yet. So we had to run across the map, because you have 30 minutes from when the NPCs call you to when the Horde encounters are over. So yeah, we were in that cave for a hot minute. We have Dex Nav. What am I doing? the future is now. We've already cleared these routes in my personal playthrough. I can make the game easier. I forget that's a thing. Okay, so Surskit is a 1% encounter. Unless we do this. We just be very quiet. I'm hunting Surskits. And he's got honey. Level 3. Come on. I feel like I'm going way too slow. Oh, there we go. My luck, I'll just like sneeze, hit the D-pad, the circle pad, and just run over it. Surskit! Do you have a Gen 8 starter in mind? Small Jester, I do. I like all of them, I'm not gonna lie, but Sobble is adorable, and I am Sobble Squad, so. Obviously, I'm gonna get all of them, but for my initial playthrough, we're going Sobble. Unless they introduce the evolutions and stuff, and, you know, he happens to be the one that's just ugly, then that's gonna be unfortunate, and I'll pick something else. But Grookey's adorable, it's a little drummer monkey, and Score Bunny's cool. There we go. Our 1% encounter is knocked out, just like that, so. I'm actually really, really hyped for Gen 8. Let's see. Latest capture is a Surskit. No, we do not want to give you a nickname. It's been transferred, thank you. So yeah, definitely in between now and next stream, I'm going to have to clean up this GIF folder and just kind of streamline everything. So Surskit. That gets us up to 279. And our countdown goes to 9:37. It's moving fast today, I'm excited. Yeah, Sobble's the best. I hate Score Bunny, but my friend loves him. I am indifferent on Score Bunny. It's kind of cute, but like I can definitely see it going firefighting. But hey, Ralts, there we go. My theory right now is, since it's supposed to be UK and stuff like that, we're gonna go, and the starters always have type advantage over each other, even in their secondary typings. Like if you look at Gen 7, we've got Fire Dark, Grass, Ghost, and Water Fairy. So even the secondary typings are strong against each other. No! That happens. Okay, so even the secondary typings are strong against each other. So, can't find anything. I just derped so hard. Even the secondary typings are. Ooh, what do we got? So I'm thinking Fire Steel, Water Dragon, Lillipup. I don't want a Lillipup. This is not your native region. That's another thing about the LCD decks. They gotta be caught in their native regions. That's why we're here. Distracting. Sorry. Fire Steel, Water Dragon, Grass Fairy. That's my thoughts right now. So you've got Fire Steel. You've got like a knight. So I can see him evolving into like the knight in shining armor thing. And then Grookey, she could be like a druid, like a nature. Well, obviously, druid. And then Sobble could be the big dragon, so they could be Water Dragon. But I really also like the idea that people are throwing around of Score Bunny being a fire electric. Like, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Sobble's design, or not. I love Sobble. I can't speak today of Score Bunny's design, but a fire electric type would be really cool. Yeah, Sobble Dragon would be so cool. Like if they went from this poor little sad thing to like this giant beast. Okay, who do we have? If we're lucky, this is a Ralts. What is that? That's a Gothita. I don't want Pokemon from different regions right now, actually. The whole point is catching them in their native region, catching them in the games they came from, so we're looking for Lotad, we're looking for Ralts. Let's try again. Search. Oh, we're getting something. Okay, good, good, good. It's probably in this patch below us. Hey, level 12. Search level 12. He's level 3. Malwraith, I'm always down to have more cool dragon types, and something that matches that traditional Western dragon style would be sick. Right? Like a really cool... Well, it's level 3. She has Trace. Let's actually fight this time. Let's hit the right button. False swipe it. And catch these Pokemans. Teleport, let him watch out. Oh, very true. So hopefully we can just throw this, catch it. 1, 2, 3. Ralts. Okay. We made it. You know, teleport would suck, but I would feel less bad about that than accidentally clicking run, so... Good job, Totodile. You learned Water Gun. Give a nickname to the Ralts. We will not. Alright, so we're up to 280 already. Like, I really... Oh, wrong button. I really like doing it this way because we can catch a bunch of Pokemon in one stream. And like I said, we've got to catch at minimum 4 Pokemon a day in order to catch all the Pokemon before Sword and Shield comes out. If November 15th is the day it comes out. If it comes out sooner, we've got more work to do. If it comes out later, we've got a little more wiggle room. So I think, you know, a head start like this is definitely going to be in our advantage. So now we need to find a Lotad. So while that goes, there seems to be a Pokemon around. Okay, so let's see, maybe up top. Maybe in this patch. Yes, further through here. Don't run. Gotta make sure that we're not trigger happy here. Dang it, like that. I got stuck on that corner. That's just sad. Okay, so latest capture. No, we don't want that. Latest capture. Zeralts. It says, although I keep seeing a lot about Sobble possibly evolving into the Loch Ness Monster, and that makes a ton of sense. See, that would be really cool too. But even if it was like a Loch Ness Monster kind of thing, but they made it Water Dragon, that'd be pretty cool. Showed off that he's got active camo at least when he's in the water. Very true. So that could, you know, feed into the cryptid kind of thing. Where are you? We'll just kind of sneak. Okay, we're getting close. Search level 7. Oh, just stop doing that. Did I just walk right past it? Where? Where's... Oh, yeah, I did walk right past it. Lotad, level 2, it's a baby. Okay. Wow, Lotad appeared. I don't think we even have to do anything. I'm pretty sure we just throw a Pokeball and take this thing home. Just make sure you actually hit bag and not run. 1, 2, 3. Lotad. There we go. Alright, so 103 is cleared. So that gets us another route, and that gets us up to 281 Pokemon. So there, 935. That's still a huge number, but at least it's going down. And our latest capture is Lotad. Alright, so the next route that we need to go to, we can go through Petalburg and get to 104. I don't think there's anything that we need in 104. I think we go to the forest. But let's check. No, Talos. We need a Talo on Route 104. So now, are currently hunting. Tilo. Okay, so I can still search. Alright, so we're going to go up through here now. We've cleared that route. 104, all we need... Yes, I know, there's a Dex Hunt. All we need is a Talo, then we go into the Petalburg Forest. And I know we need Shroomish, we need Slack Off, Silcoon, Cascoon, and I think that's it. So, 104. Something's here. Oh, that's a Chatot. Wormpool. So we're going to run from the little bug. And we're actually going to skip the Chatot because, like I said, they need to be from their native region, preferably. So let's just search. Yeah, so for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for sure, if we've beaten the game already, then going back and clearing routes is going to be extremely easy because we've got DexNav. So Wild Talo appeared. So it's level 5. We'll just drop a false swipe. And should be able to catch him. Heck, it's super effective, but it's such a low level it does 2 damage. Outright, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be kind of cool to see them follow a sports theme. Grookey is rugby, Scorbunny is football, and Sobble water polo. That'd be kind of cool, but I think they all do like separate themes. Like I definitely see Scorbunny being a soccer player. Sobble could definitely be. There's a theory that I saw anyway that Sobble could be like a theater. And Grookey would be music because Groove Monkey. And he's a little drummer. It'd be so cool if they made him like a little punk rock monkey. Because you think about all the punk rock music. Well, it's not today's punk rock music. It was punk back then. That comes out of UK. Well, I guess it's still punk today. Like the Sex Pistols and stuff like that all came from the UK. So. I guess we need to change everything. 282. We're going to stare at our Pokemon here for a second. We went to 282. This goes down to 394. Our latest capture is a Talo. And are currently hunting. We're looking for Silcoon, Cascoon, Shroomish, and Slack Off. Second to update this. Silcoon, Cascoon, Slack Off, and Shroomish. And we'll move them all around. Okay. We're looking for Silcoon, we're looking for Cascoon, we're looking for Shroomish, we're looking for Slack Off. Lots of Pokemon. And who do we want to look for first? Let's go Shroomish. And like I said, I'm just going in the order. They couldn't be found. Okay, I'm just going in the order of the game. If you guys want me to hunt anywhere in particular, if there's a certain Pokemon that's not legendary that you guys want me to go find, let me know, and I will go there. Couldn't find anything. Okay, so we'll just hunt around so we can find who's that. Who's that Pokemon? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, so it's a bug Pokemon. Hopefully it's not a Wurmple. Okay, it's one of the cocoons. Silcoon. What level are you at, Silcoon? Level 6. False swipe. Raise that defense. Go for it, buddy. And we're actually going to clear the forest, and then we'll update the counts. That way we're not doing it every single Pokemon. So I'll just take them off of the graphics, and then we'll add 4 and everything like that. So Silcoon was caught. So Silcoon, we're not looking for you anymore. So we're looking for Cascoon, Shroomish, and Slackoff. No, we will not give you anything. Let's run down here. I had more luck with Slackoffs in this little patch. Let's see what we can get. Question time. What's everyone's favorite bird Pokemon? Ooh, okay. Let me get this Slackoff first. Legendary or not, doesn't matter. Little Slackoff. Okay, legendary or not, doesn't matter. What's your favorite bird Pokemon? Ooh. As far as design, Veltal is really cool. The bacon bird. As far as regular, probably, it's a difficult question. Talonflame. Or shiny, if we're going shinies, then shiny Murkrow. Because pink Murkrow is adorable. Oh, that was close to yours, Jester. Jester's is Honchkrow. Alright. We got ourselves a Slackoff. So we'll just take you off of the evolutions here. Honchkrow is actually really cool, so. Murkrow! Hey Kitten Hawk, welcome to the chat. I'm pretty sure you've been in the stream, just not in the chat, so. Really big fan of Delibird. Delibird's adorable. Its stats are absolute garbage, but he's cute. So, you know, it's like me. Okay, so we are looking for Shroomish and we're looking for Cascoon. Talo. What do we got? And actually, Mal, we're actually, we are almost to the point of Delibird over in Crystal. That'll probably Swellow or Pidgeot. Not the biggest Swellow fan, but I do like Pidgeot. Mega Pidgeot's really cool. Mega Pidgeot is hair goals. Okay, so we need Cascoon. Okay, nope. Couldn't be found nearby. Let's go up here. Okay. Let's go completely somewhere different. Let's go up top. Silcoon, not quite. Can you transfer cosplay Pikachu to other games? I'm actually don't think you can. I think she is stuck in Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby. Kind of like a spiky-eared Pichu in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Ooh, okay. There seems to be a Pokemon nearby somewhere. Tiptoe. Tiptoe. As slow as humanly possible. It doesn't have legs, but it can still run away. Build up the drama. Build it. Oh, there we go. No, Jester, I do believe she is trapped. Cascoon! What a surprise! Level 16. Okay. Well, then let's false swipe this. Use Harden. And we catch you. I don't think you can actually catch Beautyfly or Dustox in the wild, so we might have to come back and catch a second pair of the cocoons and evolve them. Ooh, broke out, okay. But right now we're just going to focus on catching a bunch of Pokemon, catching what we can out in the wild, and getting that count up and the non-shiny count down. Going to use this as a big jump start in our OCD Dex count. Alright, Cascoon was caught. So that just leaves a Shroomish. So we're just gonna wait to update the count and the graphics until after we clear this forest, so. Mallory says cosplay Pikachu cannot be deposited in Pokemon Bank, nor can it be traded via Wonder Trade or GTS. Okay, so she is trapped in the game. That sucks, though. I hate when they do really fun things like that, and like the spiky-eared Pichu, and they're just like, nah, you can't take them anywhere else. You gotta keep them in this game. Hope you didn't want to play this game again, because if you delete it, they're gone. It's just like, okay, rude. So Shroomish with Seed Bomb. So, that's kind of cool. I'm so happy and so sad every time I get my Sceptile out there and he's shiny. Because like I said, I don't get to keep it. I mean, he gets to stay in my game, but he doesn't count towards the OC Dex. Cosplay Pikachu also can't be shiny. Yeah, a lot of the events like that, not the events, but the in-games, they don't let you have shiny forms. Spiky-eared Pichu could be shiny though, couldn't they? Shroomish was caught. Like, as cool, as fun of a hunt as that would be, it would be too sad because they'd be stuck in the game, so I wouldn't even want to try it. Because I can't take it to the new games with me. That's something I actually want to talk about while I set these graphics up, so that's perfect. How are they going to do Bank with Switch? Like, how am I going to get my 3DS Pokemon up to Galar? Like, how am I going to get to Gen 8? Because I would think they're going to have some kind of, like, time machine thing for Let's Go. Pathfinder Skies, hi, hey, welcome to the stream. I feel like they're going to do some kind of thing for Let's Go and trading with that. Because Meltan is a mythical Pokemon, they've said so already. And I don't feel like they would introduce a new mythical Pokemon and then trap it in the spin-off game. Like, that just doesn't seem like a Nintendo thing. Thank you for following, Pathfinder, I really appreciate it. Alright, so we caught 4 Pokemon since the last time we updated the graphics. We have 390 Pokemon. By catching the Pokemons, all the Pokemons, you mean all of them. I do mean all of them, Kersher. This is the OCD Dex challenge. This is a challenge that I made myself, which involves catching every single possible Pokemon. Exclamation point OCD Dex in the chat for more information. Thank you, Mal. Mal is my mod, so he's on top of it today. But it's a challenge, and right now it's all Pokemon, shiny or not, different forms, Lycanroc, Minior, stuff like that. But right now my focus is catching all the non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield, because when Sword and Shield comes out, I can just play that and shiny hunt, and that's it. So just got Alpha Sapphire. I know I'm late. That's okay. I just came back to it. We're actually still in Crystal as far as the challenge is concerned, but I wanted to get into this game since I had already beaten it, and we can catch a bunch of stuff. So it's never too late to play a game, even if it's already been out. Kersher, how will you catch event Pokemons? So event Pokemon and there was one more thing. Event Pokemon, I think that was actually the only one. Event Pokemon do not count towards the OCD Dex because if you miss them, you miss them. So basically anything you can obtain in the game from their native region is what counts. Like I said, that video explains all the rules for the challenge itself. We don't do events, and we're not doing Spinda because there's like 2 million Spindas, and that's ridiculous. So other than that, it's gender variants, alternate forms, all the shinies, mega evolutions, stuff like that. So anything that you can catch in the game, we will be catching. Okay, so let's take a look here in this map. Like I said, today's a little bit different than normal. We're actually playing a game that I've already beaten. Hi, Cinder. Just to go and catch Pokemon. So let's go over to Route 116. We're gonna fly. Although that's kind of counterproductive because we're right next to Rustboro. That's fine. But yeah, event Pokemon we won't be doing. I've got a lot of the event Pokemon, but I don't have much of the early event Pokemon. So I've got everything since 2016 for sure, and then it's kind of spotty after that, so... Or up to that, I should say. Okay, Route 116. We're looking for Zigzag. No, we have Zigzag. We're looking for Whismur, we're looking for Nincada, and we're looking for Skitty. So let's update this right here. Kershey, if Meltan is the next mythical Pokemon, could be involved in a new mechanic, but I don't want to spoil it. I have heard the rumors. If you guys are okay with me talking about it, again, it's all speculation. So we'll kind of have to see how it goes, but I do, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, I do agree that it could be. And I think, I'm not sure if you were in here or not when we were talking about it, but we were talking about transferring Pokemon from Let's Go and the 3DS games. There's got to be some kind of transfer system from Let's Go at least, because they wouldn't introduce a new mythical and then leave it trapped in the game, especially in the spin-off game. So we can at least get our Gen 1 Pokemon, Skitty, from Let's Go. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. Put you here. Put you here. Okay, so we're looking for Skitty, we're looking for Whismur, and we're looking for Nincada. Jester, I lost this shiny Graveler in Crystal to Sub. Oh my goodness, I hate that. It's one thing when they run, it's another when they just kill themselves. Like, I'm so sorry. Alright, we've got an adorable little Skitty tail up here. That's another benefit of having beaten the game already. You can do the Dex Nav hunts for Pokemon you've captured. And I was working on a living Dex before I started this challenge, so I'm glad I kept this file. Yeah, it wasn't shiny, but it was a 5% Heracross. We had it in the red, ready to be captured, and it fled. So, but I think I would be more upset about self-destruct than fleeing. Sad they put random encounters again in Sword and Shield. I have mixed feelings on it, Kershey. I liked the overworld sprites of Let's Go, but I kind of also like the surprise of the random encounters. I could go either way. I'd be okay with both. I did like being able to see them, and then the chain hunting was really fun. I'm hoping they keep the chain hunting, at least, if we can't see them. Or that could just be early game footage. There could be an item later that lets you see them. I think it was a mechanic they were testing out for the spinoff and see how people in general responded to it. Small Jester, I think DexNav is a good middle. I wish it was in other games. True. I do agree with that, actually. DexNav is a good... Oh, we found something. DexNav is a good middle ground. Once you've seen the Pokemon, you can hunt for it. And obviously, I'm using it now. It is quite efficient. Plus, you can get egg moves and stuff like that, like this disarming voice. But, Kershey, they've shown us a good amount of stuff, but they also haven't shown us too much. So, we've got, like I said, there's no release date yet, but I'm guessing November 15th. That's what that 235 days is about. We've got plenty of time in between now and then to get more features announced. Plus, DexNav lets you hunt for hidden abilities and egg moves. I love it. Yeah, see, it's really cool. Instead of having to crack like 60 plus eggs, you can just be like, okay, let's DexNav chain and see what we can find. Alright, so Nintendo has already made compatibility between Switch and Wii U. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Wii U and 3DS use the same pairing tech. So I think the Switch has hardware to pair with the 3DS. It's just a matter of implementing the software. Yeah, see, I don't think it would be difficult to do. Especially because, you know, we trade Pokemon on the GTS over Wi-Fi. Like, they just need to implement some kind of server to get Wi-Fi to talk, not Wi-Fi, to get the 3DS to talk to the Switch. Even if they just did like a patch for Pokemon Bank. Like, I know some people don't have Bank. Excuse me. And it's a $5 thing. But it's $5 for a year. So if you think you can transfer all of your 3DS Pokemon to your Switch for $5, it's not that bad of a deal. Plus, you've got online storage for a year now. My thing, though, I have Bank, and I like Bank, but I'm also paranoid that if the server crashes, all my Pokemon are gone, so... I've been really contemplating getting PK Hex just so I can back up save files. Kershey, is there a DexNav in Sun and Moon? There is not, actually. Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby were the only ones to do it. Sun and Moon was Wild Encounters. What are we looking for? We're looking for Nincada. We just caught our Whismur. We caught our Skitty. So we're looking for Nincada. Raj King 77, does DexNav really up you a shiny chance? It does after a while. You have to chain the same Pokemon repeatedly. I think it's after 30 something. I don't remember. It's been a good minute since I've done Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Let's see. We're finding something. It's a normal type. It's not the bug I'm looking for, so let's run around and scare it. Excuse me. Small Jester, you can DexNav chain up to it. Yeah, just that's where I was going with that. But yes, it does help your shiny chances, just it takes a while. Same with chain catching in Let's Go. After you get 31 Pokemon in a chain, that's the max you can get, and then you have better shiny chances, but that doesn't mean you're guaranteed a shiny. You could be playing for hours and not see that shiny Pokemon even though you have a 30 plus chain, but your odds are better. I did a 600 chain of Ralts with it and didn't get it. I had to quit. Yeah, see, it just it basically lowers your odds, but then you still have those odds and you get a reroll every single time. Okay, where are we at? We found one somewhere. Not over there. There we go. Okay, slow down. I'll read your chat in just a second. Knowing my luck, I will run too fast and scare this bug away. Whoop. Okay. The chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon also increases, estimated to reach 0.5% per encounter after 40 chain encounters and remain at the same rate as long as the chain continues. There's thus a 50% chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon in roughly 130 chained encounters. Yeah. So, the more you chain, the higher your odds go up. until they've reached the max stack, and then after that, it's those odds for the rest of the chain. The upside is your odds are better. The downside is it's a reroll every time. So instead of going, 1 in 4,000, if I catch 4,000, one of them will be shiny. Technically, yes, but it's a 1 in 4,000 chance every single time. So you could be super unlucky and land on, say, super easy math version, 1 in 10 is going to be shiny, and the number 7 is the shiny one. You could get 7 10 times in a row, and yes, you have a 1 in 10 chance of getting it, but you didn't land on 7. So, okay, so we got our Nincada. So we caught 3 Pokemon on this route. We caught Nincada, we caught Skitty, and we caught Whismur. So our currently hunting is done for this route here. Our Shroomish will turn into a Nincada, which is number 290. And then we added 3 Pokemon to the OCD Dex count, which gets us from 286 to 289. And then our countdown, we captured 3 Pokemon, so we're going from 230, or 930, I wish it was 230, 930 to 927. So that takes care of that route there. Let's see where we should go next. And again, if you guys have a suggestion for any route throughout Alpha Sapphire, let me know. We can go clear that route. Right now, we're just going in story order and just catching everything that we can see. But if you guys want to see a certain Pokemon, you want to see a certain route, just let me know and we'll go there. Otherwise, I'm just going to follow this walkthrough and just go in that order. We can get a Pelipper if we surf on Route 105, but it's a 5% chance. And then we have a 100% chance of Whalmers with a Super Rod on Route 105. So let's go to Route 105. Unless you guys want to go somewhere else, let me know. Otherwise, that's where we're headed. Okay, so we will fly to Dewford Town, and then we'll surf up to Route 106. Jester says, damn, I just got unlucky then. I saw you put that earlier and I just now read it, I'm sorry. Yes, shiny hunting is extremely difficult. Like, my shiny Sceptile, what was he, like 13 something, like 1306, 1307, somewhere around there. I hunted him like a year or 2 ago, so I don't remember. It was before I was streaming, so. Okay, so we want to surf up to 106. Yeah, he took like a solid couple weeks. I had almost given up, but I was like, I haven't played this. The water has died deep blue. I have Wailord with me. He can surf. Dive and waterfall. Why don't you have surf? What happened? Well, let's fix that. Concern. Yes, we want you to learn how to surf. That's kind of the point. That's funny. Brine, rest, dive, and waterfall. Okay, well, let's get rid of brine and put surf. I don't know why or how we don't have surf. Maybe I deleted it on accident. Like I said, I haven't played this copy in a good minute, so yeah. So I would love to use surf. So while we're surfing, we have a 5% chance of finding Pelipper. And if we use a surf, how do you sneak in the water? Okay, same thing. Hey, it's Pelipper. Come on. Oh, come. Yeah! Okay, so we got a Pelipper. Well, we found a Pelipper. We haven't caught it. Sorry. Level 30, not bad. Okay, let's false swipe it. Oh, it's gonna detect. Okay. Just detect twice. Okay. false swipe again. And detect again. Okay. I see what you're doing. Alright, so low yellow. False swipe won't kill it, but let's go ahead and just give it a shot. Let's take this Pelipper home. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Almost. It's gonna go for protect again. But it doesn't protect you against Pokeballs. 1. Maybe it does. It's gonna use payback again. It's not doing too much, which is good. Spam the Pokeball. 1, 2, 2. Okay. It's gonna use payback. Let's just go for another false swipe. Let's get it down to 1 HP. It just protects itself again. Okay. False swipe. Let's get it down to 1 HP. And now we'll catch it. Here we go. 1. Alright. Spam the protect. All I've seen is protect and payday, so I don't know what else it knows. If it's level 30 and only knows 2 moves, then something's wrong. Okay, there's Brine, which is going to do more damage. Because it's hurt, but it did nothing, so we're good. Please get in the ball. 1, 2, 2. Pelipper, buddy. Roost! No! Don't cheese me like that. False swipe. Pokeball. 1, 2, 3. Pelipper! There we go. Gotcha. Pelipper was caught. So that gets us up to 290 Pokemon. Totodile is going to level up twice. In Pelipper's data, I haven't caught a Pelipper. Well, there you go. We will not give Pelipper a nickname. And it was transferred to the bank. Okay, so let's get a little Pelipper here. It's our latest capture. And now we're going to look for a Wailord, which I'm actually, again, not going to put in the graphic just because all I have to do is use a Super Rod and it's a 100% encounter. So let's just grab our Super Rod here, which is registered. So that's nice. It's a Wailmer! Level 30, okay. So we just continue to false swipe everything. It's going to use Mist. False swipe again. We'll need to get to a Pokemon Center soon just so we can refill our PP. And then it goes and rests. Okay. I see you. But it's asleep now. If it sleeps more than 2 turns, that'll be perfect. Because then we can just false swipe twice. Try to catch it while it's asleep. And sleep is the best condition to catch Pokemon in. So we're actually going to give it a shot while it's at half health. Wailmer's pretty easy to catch. It's asleep and has half health. 1. Okay. Still asleep. We can do another false swipe, get it down to 1. I feel like it's going to wake up soon. Like, I know my luck. As I say it, there we go. Wailmer was caught. Totodile levels up. not give a nickname to the Whalmer, and it'll be transferred to the bank box. So let's pause this game here, and let's update. So our latest capture is now a Whalmer. That's a Waylord. That's a Whalmer. And our count goes to 291. And our countdown goes to 925. Still a lot of Pokemon, but at least it's moving. Okay, so Route 106. Let's see. Granite Cave. What can we find in Granite Cave? We can get a Makahita in the first floor, which is a 40% encounter. We can go downstairs and get an Aaron. And then we can go to the bottom and we can get a Sableye. So we are looking for Aaron, Sableye, Nose Pass with Rock Smash. Aaron, Sableye, Makahita. Okay. So let's update you guys. Aaron. Makuhita. Sableye, just regular Sableye. We're not good for Mega Sableye. Can't catch a Mega Sableye. And who was our last one? It was a Rock Smash Pokemon. It was Nose Pass, okay. So Nose Pass is Rock Smash. So that's everybody that we're looking for. Let's make sure we've got Rock Smash. Okay, we can't use the moves in the water. Let's get on the ground here. Brick break. Slide. Fly. Rest. So nobody here knows Rock Smash. Let's see who can learn it. Rock Smash. Waylord is just going to be our HM slave. I'm sorry, buddy. We're going to get rid of Rest, and we're going to teach you Rock Smash. Got a bike, which we're going to use to get up this hill. And we go downstairs. And then we want to go downstairs again. It's super dark. There's something here. Onyx. That's terrifying. We're good. I don't want that. Okay, so we need this bike. Go super fast. And then find a Pokemon. Okay, so this bottom first floor, Abra. We need to get to the second basement floor. So we can find Sableye. Picking up something on the radar. Search level 15, that means we have it before. If we're looking, maybe it's an Aaron. seems to be a Pokemon somewhere. It was up there. I can't get to it. Yeah, I can't get to it without spooking it. That sucks. That's a bad place. Okay. Well, then we'll slide down here. We'll go downstairs. Alright, it's question time. If you could pick a part of the world for a new Pokemon region to be based on, where would you pick? The regions that have already been used are most of Japan, France, the New York, New Jersey area, and Hawaii, as well as soon to come UK. Let's see. I think Australia would be really cool. Australia would be a fun one, just because everything there wants to kill you already. So why not put Pokemon there? Knock, I was about to say that. Yeah, I think Australia would be a really cool region. Like a big giant island. You can have some regional variants. Mega Komala. Make it a thing. Alright, let's see if we can get this little guy. Easy enough, that's an Aaron. Okay. So same as last time when we were doing a lot of hunts in one route, we're going to add everything at the end, so we'll just take them off the currently hunting screen. So we got ourselves an Aaron. We're looking for a Sableye, we're looking for a Nose Pass, and we're looking for a Makahita. So down here, we cannot find a Makahita. We can get a Sableye, which is a 20% encounter on this bottom floor. So let's see if we can actually find it. The handy dandy dex nav. We can't. I got excited. We gotta. Ooh. There's something. Where is it? It's gonna be up there where I can't see it, right? What are you? Come down here. What is that? I'm not sure. I can't get to it. That's the problem. Let's go upstairs. Because we're going to have to go to the next portion here. I need to be able to go downstairs where we can smash some rocks for Nose Pass. So. Dark and Ghosts. What are you doing? I honestly don't know if I fought you or not. I haven't. Dang it. I think Canada would be awesome, or the United Arab Emirates. I think Dubai would be sick. That'd be pretty cool. See, I thought that what's it called? Sword and Shield was going to be Canada. But it's definitely UK, like Scotland and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Let me just Giga Drain this level 15 Sandshrew. Poor kid. I wish there was like an in-game item you can carry around that if there's trainers that you missed, you can just miss them again. Like, they won't challenge you because... Oh, dang it, we lost our Sableye because of you. Okay, there seems to be a Pokemon around. Very good. And those are our Rock Smash rocks that we'll come back to. Try moving more slowly. Okay, there it is. Coming this way. Peekaboo! Oh, rude. So the one down the other part of the downstairs was a Sableye. It's a Sableye! False Swipe is not going to work. It's a normal move. Well then. Let's just see if we can catch her. 1. Nightshade. So we're taking damage equal to its level, which is 12. Okay, so we can take those. We've got 17 Pokeballs, I think I just read, so we're gonna have to get some Pokeballs soon. We could switch into Totodile. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Totodile's level 12 as well. I mean, I know ice levels are just the worst in most games, but they have been pretty awesome in the Pokemon games as far as I remember. I actually really enjoy the ice portions of the Pokemon games. That's Canada, yes. Oh, that's gonna hurt more because of Totodile, though. Let's go to Water Gun. It's the only move that can hit it. It does nothing. Perfect. But you've also got like woods and stuff like that, lots of forests. Flatter, I don't know what that does. Special attack Rose, and I get confused. Okay, it's like Swagger. We did a little bit of damage. Let's see if we can catch it. 1, 2, 3. We did it! Good job, Totodile. That's pure luck right there. Little Totodile's gonna level up again. Good job, kid. You're gonna learn Bite. You can learn Bite. Go for it. Let's get rid of Leer. And we're gonna take Sableye off of our graphic here. And we'll scoot Makuhita over. And we'll nose pass over. Give a nickname to the Sableye. We will not give a nickname to the Sableye. We do not nickname our Pokemon if they are not shiny. Okay, so we got that. Now we need to smash some rocks. Get ourselves a nose pass here. It's a 16% chance of nose pass. I just see Wailord just coming out and body slamming a rock. Nothing. And then we'll have to go up top for Makuhita. Got an Ether. Okay. That's another Sableye. Let's run over here. Go up these stairs and reset these rocks. I think that was where Frozen 2 is supposed to happen, if my memory serves me right, in Canada? That's hilarious. It's Frozen 2, eh? We've already got Aaron, we're gonna run away from you. We are looking for nose pass in these rock smash rocks right now. Okay, you fought me, you can stop running around now. Nope, okay. Poof! The only thing that really sucks is, first off, we have to roll to get an encounter. And then after that, it's 84% chance that it's going to be a Geodude. I think so. It's looking like it's going to be a road trip type movie that takes place in Iceland and then Canada. That's funny. Anyway, well, wow. Oh my goodness, a wild Sableye. I should probably catch it because we need a Mega Sableye. So, here we go. So instead of 4 Pokemon, this will be 5 Pokemon. 1. You have Foresight? I need Foresight. One. Nightshade. Actually, let's look at our Pokeballs. Do we have Dusk Balls? No. Repeat Ball, Nest Ball, Net Ball, Premier Ball. We have 13 Pokeballs left, so that kind of sucks. Ooh, we got close. Astonish, 1 damage. That's fine. Let's try that again. Because if we catch the Sableye, then we have the Sableye that we caught earlier, and we have a Mega Sableye, which will be nice. 2. You're getting closer. Scratch. Scratch, Astonish, Nightshade, and something else. Anyone catch the teaser for Persona 5R? I have not. That's 3. That's Mega Sableye. But what is 5R? Is that like direct sequel to 5, or is it a spin-off, or what is it? Because I like the stuff that I've seen, but I've never played a Persona game. I'm not gonna lie. Abra, I don't need you. We just gotta keep busting these rocks open and see if we can get ourselves a nose pass. Nobody knows, but we won't know if it's DLC or if it's like a definitive edition with content. Huh. But there's a teaser for it. Or is it just like, hey, this is a thing and that's it? There we go, here's a Pokemon. And is it? It's a Geodude. Oh, that's disappointing. Just a teaser. Okay, so it's like, hey, this thing's happening. What is it? Hey, this thing's happening. Okay, so that was our first encounter. Oh, here's another one. Do we get lucky? Geodude. Yeah, it's not even an 85-15, it's an 84-16, which is just dumb. So we run back, we reset those rocks, and we try again. Which is why I was hoping there was at least like 1 or 2 rock smash rocks in that little tiny area, so we wouldn't have to run over around and stuff like that, but you know, here we are. It's okay. It's not the worst thing we've done. It's not a Dunsparce hunt. So we caught 2 Sableye, and we caught an Aaron. The only reason I'm keeping track is because of related news for Smash. That makes sense. I feel like they would talk about it and then be like, oh, by the way, Smash. Because it's Joker from Persona that's going to Smash. Okay, so at least we're getting encounters, but they're not the ones that I'm wanting. Because a Geodude, like, Gen 1. We got that. Let's go. I only need 1 Nose Pass, luckily enough, because Promo Pass is Gen 4. You know, just out of sheer paranoia. I don't think I've saved this whole stream, so let's do that. Zubat. Oh my god, we totally need Zubats. Said no one ever. I think, let's see, about 8 o'clock. I'm thinking we keep resetting these rocks. We get our Nose Pass, we get a Makuhita. And that'd be a good place to stop, because we caught a lot of stuff. They said more info is coming on April 24th, which now rumors are going around that Joker will drop that day or the next day. I do like when they do that. They're like, hey, here's the announcement. When is it out? Right now. What? Is there any other news or rumors on the other characters yet? For Smash? Okay, here we go. Encounter. And no. Geodude. Nothing. That sucks. Leaks, but nothing solid. Yeah, just fan-made stuff. I actually haven't touched Smash in a little bit, so a new character would be nice. Got a Pearl. We got Sinner getting into boxes. Okay, no encounters. See, I wish just walking off screen would reset them, but you have to leave the area. Is there a ladder up here? No. Well, that was waste down. That sucked. It's a Zubat. Leave this little area. Come back. We're getting a nose pass, dang it. So, clearing this area will add 5 to our count, so we're up to 296 and down to 920 Pokemon. Before Sword and Shield, so that's a good start. And I think this might be what we do tomorrow. See how people feel about it, and then if that's the case, then I'll continue on in Crystal on my own, and then I'll beat the game, and we'll come back and we'll just catch Pokemon. Because this is kind of fun, just catching Pokemon and chatting with you guys instead of having to worry about the story. Speculation is going around that there will be a short 3.0 reveal video in April, but no character confirmation. Rumor has it that 2 will be announced at E3. 2 new characters, or just like Joker's dating a character? Well, I mean, obviously, they wouldn't tell just anybody. Geodude, go away! But on a completely different note, I am definitely thinking about picking up Sekiro. It looks fun and frustrating. I think that would be fun to stream, or just to play. Geodude! 2 new characters. Joker is confirmed to drop next month. Okay. And there's 5 characters in the first pass, right? I have it, and holy crap, it is hard. It looks really fun though, but it also, I mean, it's from Sapphire game, it's gonna be hard. That's kind of their thing. But like the world design like looks more interesting to me personally than the Dark Souls. Like Dark Souls was really beautiful and like really cool, but I'm a giant weeb. So feudal Japan, it's like, ooh. Yes, 5 for the FB. Okay, cool. Just see Wheelor just like smashing into these rocks. And terrified little Geodude's like, excuse me, that was my house. Come on. Nose pass. So that's what I'm talking about. There's the roll for the encounter, and then it's 84% Geodude, 16% nose pass, so it's gonna suck. So it's not even a 16% encounter per se. I don't know what the odds are for Rock Smash encounters. And for a while there, I was starting to think we weren't going to get any, and then now we're getting nothing but Geodudes. And if those fires happen to be Edric from Dragon Quest and Steve from Minecraft, we have pretty hard confirmation for a leak that's been floating around. See, as much as people are memeing around about it, I really don't want the Minecraft dude in Smash. Like, it just, I don't know. Neither do I. Like, it's cool to have guest characters from other games, but I think they need to stick to, like, Nintendo characters and shit. That's kind of the point of Smash. But now it's becoming this thing where it's just like a giant fighting game with all of these characters. Banjo over Steve. Banjo-Kazooie would be pretty cool. But you know, it's ukulele or nothing. God of War confirmed for Smash. Kratos be the next champion. Let's go. These rocks are so frustrating. No thanks, we might as well get Goku. When they put Dragon Ball Z character into Smash, I'll return it. Like, the Dragon Ball fighting games are really good, and they need to stay their own thing. We don't need that in Smash. Like, I know Smash is a party game, not a fighting game. But it is also story-based, and I feel like canonically having Goku or even Vegeta or anyone like that in the game would be so stupid. Jump Force can be the anime Smash. Jump Force looks really good, actually, so yes. I heard the story was, you know, what to be expected out of an anime fighting game, but the gameplay looks really fun. Super fast, super arcadey. It's phenomenal. You got it? Max Revive. Look at all these cool items I'm getting, guys. It's not like I want a Pokemon or anything. Shuckle was easier than this. Cinder has a pin now. Cinder, stop. Where did you get that? Story is meh. There's hang on, sorry. Story is meh. There's like light RPG elements, which I hate. Is there like crafting and stuff? Because that's dumb. It's a fighting game. Come on. Obtained a normal gym. Cool. I want a nose pass. Okay, here we go. This is it. Geodude. Wrong rock. No, I think before I get Jump Force, I'm getting Zekiro though. It looks super fun. Kinda, it's like you level up and get more power and health, meaning some fights you need to grind levels to even bother attempting unless you're a god at the game. Gotcha. Okay, so it's a quote-unquote scaling. Given this nose pass 3 more attempts, then we're just gonna get the Makuhita and save. So here is number 1. So we got 9 rocks to break here, so that's fairly decent odds, I would say. So here's round 1. We're immediately gonna run into something instead. No Zubats, we do not want you. Okay. Number 1. Big pearl. Cool. Money. I mean, we need it because we're going to buy a bunch of Pokeballs and stuff. But, like, I just want this one Pokemon. And you can't craft more moves for your avatar fighter. You can craft. Okay, that makes more sense. You can craft more moves for your avatar fighter, and he's required for the story. Like, you have to use him for every fight, and it sucks so much. That's kind of dumb. Okay, here's a battle. Are we lucky? Drum roll, Geodude. Get that out of here. Alright, that's one of 3. Let's get up these stairs. Nope. We're gonna get stopped. Like, just let me play Atza or die. Not Necco Malray. That's funny. You know, like, yeah. Yeah? You know, like, yeah. Alright, round 2, let's go. Yes, we want to use Rock Smash. We want to just... Blah! Nothing. Okay. Nico, knee. Oh, nothing. Okay, absolutely nothing. Save the best for last. That's what you wanted, right? Okay. Boy. Stop it. Stop it right now. Really? Really? Dunsparce 2, The Reckoning. I'm not even dealing with that. I'm not wasting a second move on you. I'm gonna leave you with 1 HP. How about that? Alright, last round for the night. For Nose Pass. And then we'll just go grab a Makagita, go to the Pokemon Center and save. And then I'll put up a poll. You guys want to see Crystal or more Alpha Sapphire tomorrow? Cinder, what are you getting into? That's adorable, actually. She's in a backpack. Oops. Here, let's restart it again. Alright. Final round for the day. For Nose Pass. Let's see what we can do. Dunsparce 2. Nose Pass Boo. Sableye. We are all set on Sableye's. Excuse me, sir. Why are you running around circles? We got a pearl. Cool. Boom! Okay. Best for last. Here we go. Smash the rock! Encounter. Could it be? Will it be? It will not. Geodude. Come on, ma. Come on. Geo, lady dude. Alright. You guys can chill down here. We'll come back later. What a tease, right? Got to the last one, got an encounter, and it was nothing. Okay, so let's get back up. Woo! Really? That's probably a Makagita. That was almost in time. Geodude, get that away from me. This Geodude's like, please take me home. There we go. Makuhita. So we got an Aaron, we got a Sableye, we got a second Sableye for our Mega Evolution, and we're getting a Makuhita here. So 4 Pokemon in this cave. Still not bad. Blowing through Pokemon today. We'll go to the Pokemon Center, we'll heal Sceptile up, get his moves refilled, and then we'll take a look at how many Pokemon we caught today. And then I'll sell stuff off screen. Because I'm going to have to buy more Pokeballs and all that. So we may not come straight back to Alpha Sapphire, we may do some Crystal. It's up to you guys. So we'll see. Makuhita. Okay, so let's update everything. Because we're no longer hunting anybody. Nose Pass is what we will come back to hunt. So we'll leave that. Just to haunt us. No, we don't want to name it. Sent to the box, perfect. So, Makuhita. That's our latest capture. We've caught 4 Pokemon. So we'll get us down to 921. And get us up to 295. We're almost at 300 Pokemon, guys. That's impressive. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's get out of this cave. Hey, look, Makuhita. Why can't we do that with Nose Pass? Rock Smash Nose Pass. So let's run to the Pokemon Center. Let's get Sceptile healed up, get his moves refilled, and then we'll take a look at the box. Come on, centers down here. Right here. Yes, I would love for you to hit my Pokemon, please. It's quite the combination of a team there. Okay, so we'll save the game. And let's take a look at the PC. We're going to use Lynette's PC. We're going to organize our boxes. Wow, okay. 3, 6, 18, 21. We got 21 Pokemon today. That's awesome. So we got a Wurmple. We got a Poochyena. We got a Zigzagoon with pickup, so it's got a potion. A Wingull. A Surskit with some honey. A Ralts. A Lotad. A Tailo. A Silcoon, a Slackoth, a Cascoon, a Shroomish with a Tiny Mushroom, a Aaron, a Whalmer, a Pelipper, and then Kata, a Whismur, a Skitty, a Sableye, a second Sableye for our Mega Evolution, and a Makuhita. Almost 300, I know we are so close. We're 5 Pokemon away. We are definitely getting to 300 tomorrow because I think I want to come back to Alpha Sapphire and just kickstart that counter, because 21 Pokemon in a little less than 2 hours is pretty good. So I think that's a great place for us to leave off for the day. I saved right before I got in the box. I'm gonna save again just because I'm paranoid. Then almost sub 900 non-shiny. Yep, 21 Pokemon. If we have a day like we had today, it would be 900 non-shiny Pokemon before Sword and Shield. And we've got 235 days. Let's do the math real quick. 900 divided by 234, because it'll be tomorrow. That will actually catch us up. We will need 3.8 Pokemon per day, which will be 4 Pokemon per day. So all the days that we've missed, getting 21 Pokemon tomorrow will get us up to speed and on track for 4 Pokemon a day. So, but there's quite a few Pokemon in Gen 3. How many new Pokemon? There were 135 Pokemon in Gen 3, and we caught 21 of them. We're not going to get legendaries and stuff, so I'd say we probably have about 100 Pokemon left. Give or take a few. So, that'll help. Alright, so I saved twice now. Pretty sure. We'll just do it again. Okay, so the game is saved. We caught 21 Pokemon. We got a lot done today. So it is up to you guys if you want to see more Alpha Sapphire grinding these captures out real quick. Since the game is beaten. Keep in mind some of those Pokemon are hard to get, such as legendaries, so 4-a-day will still be a task on some days. Very true. So that's why I kind of want to do it this way. I can catch a lot of Pokemon at a time. And then days that I miss, I'll be playing through the story, so we can do big chunks of capturing like this. So we have two options for tomorrow's stream. We could do Crystal, play through the story and catch Pokemon as we go along, or we can do more Alpha Sapphire and catch a bunch of Pokemon because the story is already beaten. So I will put a poll up on Twitter, let you guys vote on that, and then this is kind of a new idea for a format, even if it's just a secondary thing where we go to a game that I've already beaten, we just capture everything, and then we can breed the starters and stuff like that. I feel like we can get through generations quicker that way, but you won't have the let's play aspect of playing through all the games, so that's kind of a pro and con way of looking at it. So let me know what you guys think. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know what you guys think here in the chat or on Twitter. So I think that's a really good spot to leave off for today. So I'll put the poll up on Twitter and we'll go from there. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out. And that's it. So let's hit this outro and I will see you guys tomorrow.